Okay, what's up everybody? So today is day 8. That means 1 week ago today we started this journey together, and so week 1 is down, and I think it's been a lot of fun. I've learned a lot. I hope that we've had some fun together. So today is Meaningful Monday. That's what we do on Mondays. So I wanted to share with you something that I had happen to me today because it was meaningful, and I hope that it's something that could be beneficial for everybody out there. Now you guys know that Thursdays is Thankful Thursdays, and I talked about gratitude this last Thursday, and I shared some quotes that I think were really powerful. Well, today what I did is I had this call that I do with a team of, there's about 1,000 people across the country that can access this call that I do every Monday. And I want to make it available to you as well. It's typically for people that work with a company that I helped found a number of years ago called Strongbrook. But hey, we're friends now. We're doing this thing together. So I want to give you access to those. And by the way, you can go find all of the calls that I've done this year on SoundCloud.com, and you'll simply search the word Strongbrook, and you can take a look at those calls. Lots of good content there. But today I did a call on gratitude, and I talked about the concept of flipping the gratitude switch. And on my video that I did on Saturday, I talked a lot about how you can choose to experience prosperity in the moment. Like right now, if you want to experience prosperity, you can choose to. And a big way to do that, the way you can actually convert poverty into prosperity, is by facing a moment where you can have, where you may experience some fear or some scarcity, and you choose in that moment to be thankful for whatever failure has happened in your life, whatever's caused that fear. You choose to find some way, sometimes people call it the silver lining. You find the silver lining, you express gratitude for the good, and what it does is it completely shifts your energy, it shifts the way you feel, it shifts everything, and it can create prosperity, and it can begat more prosperity if you flip that gratitude switch. The other thing that I talked about today is how there's a success and failure pendulum. And this is actually a concept from my book, Sit on the Front Row, and I talk about how in the success-failure pendulum, you may swing really high one side to failure, which perfectly positions you to swing really high into some success. And honestly, the more success you have, almost like the bigger failures you can have. But the difference is when you swing into failure, what happens is what powers you back into success is the concept of gratitude. And I call it gratitude fuel, or Gratifuel. And so thank you, Gary Norris, for that. He took my words gratitude fuel and created a word, Gratifuel. And so now I'm going to use it. And so it's having Gratifuel to fuel you from success, or fuel you from failure back into success. How do you do that? When you swing into failure, you take inventory of what's going on, and then you flip the gratitude switch. You decide that there's something beautiful and wonderful that you can be thankful for. When you flip the gratitude switch, it literally instantaneously floods your life with Gratifuel, and that can then fuel you into some success and creating something powerful. And so the challenge that I gave everybody on the call is the challenge that I want to give you just for your life. And it's Meaningful Monday, so I get to share this with you because it's meaningful. I've got a couple journals. You meaning the camera is on my bookcase right now, and on my bookcase I have a couple journals that I write in periodically, sometimes more frequently than others, but I call them, well, I didn't come up with the name. I heard about it from a great person named Darren Hardy, I believe is his name. He wrote the book called The Compound Effect. He's the editor-in-chief of Success Magazine. And he talked about gratitude journals. And I've got some journals on my bookshelf that I write in frequently called gratitude journals. And what they do is it just gives you the opportunity to think throughout your day of something to be thankful for, and then you write it down in your journal. So it's a gratitude journal. You're cataloging your gratitude. What happens is you become more and more attuned to things to be thankful for, and you can experience gratitude more often. And the more gratitude you experience, the more prosperity you can experience, the more often and the easier it is to flip that gratitude switch and flood your life with Gratifuel. And so, I encourage you to do that. The other thing that I encouraged everybody on the call today to do, and I'll encourage you to do as well, is to keep a journal, not just of gratitude, but a failure journal. Think about this. Keep a journal of your failures, right? Not because you want to like look at it like, oh my gosh, I suck, everything's terrible, look at how bad I am. That's not what you want to do. The point of the failure journal is to look at it and go, okay, so here's what didn't work for me. And then in that journal, you find the thing to be grateful for. You flip that gratitude switch, and then you write what you're grateful for. You catalog the failure, you look at the failure, and you say, so let me give you an example. Let's say that you are in, you're self-employed, okay? And, or you're in a network marketing company, or a direct sales company, or you're in real estate, or a whole variety of things where you're largely the one responsible for your income. You're not an employee who's reliant on a boss and somebody else to give you your paycheck, but you have a way to generate your own income. And let's say you set a goal in a given month, and you want to make $10,000 in a single month, and you don't make $10,000, you make $1,000 in that month. What do? You could choose to show up and say, oh my gosh, I suck, I got $1,000, it sucks, man, and if it's everybody's fault that I didn't do more. You can totally do that, right? Or you can go, okay, so I wanted to get 10, I got 1. What happened over the last month where I benefited by trying to get the 10, even though I got the 1, what did I learn and what did I gain by way of experience and by way of spiritual growth, emotional growth? What tools or systems did you create in an attempt to make the 10,000? Find those things. Find the good. Focus on it. Flip the gratitude switch. Flood your life with Gratifuel, and you will create that $10,000 or significantly more the next month. But if you show up like, I got $1,000, everybody else's fault, this sucks, bro, then guess what? You won't create anything else. You will experience poverty. You won't experience prosperity because you're dwelling on the failure. I don't want you to dwell on the failure. I want you to identify the failure. I want you to acknowledge the failure or the lack of success. It may not be an out-and-out failure. It just may be not as much success as you'd hope for. Identify it. Figure out what was the good that came in the journey to try to achieve the goal, and maybe you didn't quite hit it. What was the good that came through it? Identify it, put it in the journal, right? Identify the failure in the journal, identify the good that came from it, then express gratitude for that good. Flood your life with Gratifuel, okay? All right, that was Monday. We'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow is Tantalizing Tuesday, and I don't really know what Tantalizing Tuesday means. It could be like tantalizing tidbits of financial stuff, or it could just be food. We're gonna find out. Tomorrow's Tantalizing Tuesday. We'll see you then. Thank you for joining me on Meaningful Monday, day 8 of 90. That's what we doing. Oh, by the way, Wednesday is Wacky Wednesday. The Halloween rap is coming. So get ready for that. I'm going to record it. We're going to do a music video, and we're going to do it. We're going to do it. Okay, peace, bye.